Alrighty. So, what we have here, guys, is it's not a linear one. Why is it not a linear one? 7. Anybody? 9. Anybody else? 11. Anybody else? 13. And the second difference? 2. Everybody cool with that? Now, recently we did this formula here. Does everybody agree with this formula here? A plus m minus 1 times d. Yeah? You're only allowed to do that for linears. Why are you only allowed to do it for linears? Because the d is the first difference, not the second difference. The biggest mistake you're all going to make is this. Does anybody know the minus b formula? The minus b formula. Yes?
Minus b plus minus.
Yeah. How do you determine what the a, b, and c values are?
The first, second, and third. Well, the number before the x, and the number before the x squared, number before x.
It's not there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever comes from the x squared is a, whatever comes in front of the x is b, and whatever comes last is c. Now here's the trick. Will everybody make sure your masks are covering your nose as well? Thanks. Now, replace the x's with n's, and what you get? an squared plus bn plus c. That's how you're going to remember it, if you can't remember it any other way. This is the formula you use for quadratic sequences. Everybody cool with that? Quadratic sequences, that's what you use. Alright. All the other ones are open. Ron, your one's open, is it? Alright. Now, what we're going to get next, guys, is this. The a value in a quadratic sequence does not stand for the first term. I'm going to say that one more time, Aidan. The a value in the quadratic sequence does not stand for the first value. Everybody got that? It actually stands for half the second difference. What's half the second difference? 1. Your a value in this question is 1. So what can I write here? Plus n squared plus bn plus c. All of these are done using simultaneous equations. How do you do simultaneous equations? Sorry. That's a bad question to ask. What I'm going to ask you now, guys, is what's T1, T2, and T3 in question 6? What's T1? 8. So, by that logic, if I replace all the n's with 1s, what should the answer be? The answer should be 8. Then we're going to get b plus c equals 8 take away 1, because this 1 moves over the other side. B plus c equals 7. How many letters do I have? I only have one equation though, don't I? I could deal with another equation. What should I do next time? Use T2. Ever see T2? So what happens when I replace the n's with 2's? What should happen? 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c. That will equal 15, thank you. What's 2 squared? And move the 4 over the other side. 15 take away 4. 11. And now we have 2b plus c. Alright, pause it there. You guys finish it. When you're done, actually, sorry, don't. Just watch what I'm doing here first, okay? Multiply the bottom one by minus. You get this here. And you end up getting b equals 8. Is that okay? Now, if b plus c is 7, that means 8 plus c is 7. This much means c is minus 1. Lads, look at the board here. It's very important. Now, next thing. Here's the real cheat.
Sir?
Yes.
Is it not b is equals to 4?
No. 2b, take away b is b. Oh, sorry, 4. My fault. Sorry, guys, my fault. B is 4. And if b is 4, c is 4 plus c is 3. Okay, my fault. Now, stop there. What's the formula again? an squared plus bn plus c. What's the a value? 1n squared. Next one? 4n. One after that? Here's a cheat. Put this formula into your table function. Everybody do it with me. Instead of n, what are you going to use? X. Alpha x squared. You're going to use 4x. And you're going to use 3. Alright? You're going to start at 1. And do those numbers match the ones you had? Is the first one 8? Is the next one 15? The third one 24? What does that mean about our equation? It's the correct equation. Is that right? Awesome. Alrighty. Lads, want us to do question 5 now on your own. This is a quadratic sequence for the reason being is the difference is not the same every time. First difference is 0. Second difference? Oh, sorry. The difference for the first part is 0, then it's 2, then it's 4, then it's 6. The difference of the differences, or the second difference, is 2. Everybody agree with that? Now, Owen, unlike the previous ones we did, where we used this formula here, the a value does not stand for the first term. It stands for half the second difference. What's half of 2? So a value equals 1. Is that okay? So you get Tn equals 1n squared plus Bn plus C. Oh, and what's the values for T1 and T2 in this question? T1 is? Yeah. And T2 is? Yeah. Great. So here's what I want you to do, Alan. Replace n with 1 and put the answer equal to 0. Then when you're done with that, I want you to replace n with 2. I want you to replace n with 1, put the answer equal to 0. And then when you're done with that, I want you to put n equals 2 and put the answer equal to 0. You'll get 2 simultaneous equations, and you'll be able to figure out what B and C are. Off you go. So, PEMDAS states that you do 1 squared first. So 1 squared is 1, and now 1 times 1 is still 1. So you're going to get 1 plus b plus c equals 0. You're going to move the 1 over the other side, and you're going to get b plus 0 equals minus 1. Okay with you guys? Now, yes? Just let me get to that later, can you? You check it on the calculator?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what you do after.
Yeah, just give me a second. Okay. Next thing you're going to do, guys, is you're going to replace all the n's with 2 this time. And the answer for this question will be 0. So Tn equals 2 squared, b times 2. Why does it equal 0? Because in this question, T2 equals 0. Then you're going to get 4 plus 2b plus c equals 0. Bring the 2b plus c over the other side. You get minus 4. There we go with that. Now, you have your simultaneous equation set up now, don't you? So what can I do with the bottom equation? The red one. Multiply by minus 1. And what do we get then? B equals minus 3. But you know B plus C equals minus 1. So what does that mean? C has to be equal to minus, really? Plus 2. It's minus 1 plus 3, which is 2. Anybody, have we successfully got all the marks in this question? C is plus 2. You bring the minus 3 from the left to the right, it becomes a plus 3. Minus 1 plus 3 is plus 2. Brian? Yeah, that's the formula. Always says n squared. Now, guys, your formula is an squared plus bn plus c. What's the a value?
1.
1. What's the b value?
3.
What's the c value?
2.
2. Get out your calculator. Press mode, table function. Then do the formula. It's going to be x squared minus 3x plus 2. Why do I have to start off at 1? Why do I have to start off at 1? Why can't I start off at 0? T1. It's not T0, it's T1. The first term. That's why you always start off at 1. Okay? Press equals. Whoa, I entered it wrong. That's just 2, is it?
Yeah.
Go again. Do I get my 0, 0?
Yeah.
0, 0, 2, 6, 12. Everybody cool with that? Alright. Question 8. Just give me a second. So, what pretty much everybody in the class has copped onto is that we're going to change this equation here into fx equals 10x minus x squared. And we're going to find out the heights. And we're going to make a little table here. Oh, or are we? 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to have time here, height here. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to have 10x, and we're going to have minus x squared. Start at 1, end at 5. And there's our points, isn't it? 9, 16, 21, 24. 9, 16, 21, 24, and then finally, there's just 25 after that. 25. Oh, I needed 6. 24 as well. You guys should know this. What happens when it goes 25, 24 again? What does that mean about 25? Is it definitely the peak? It is. Why is it definitely the peak? No, that's not the reason. Yes. 2 24s either side. If it's the same number either side, it's definitely the peak. If it's not the same number either side, what trick do? You do a step of 0.5 and you have it closer. You have a closer look. Okay? I think I've said that a few times over the years, haven't I? Now, is this a linear sequence? Explain your answer. Well, the time is linear, but the height isn't. Why is the height not linear? So what's that? 7, 5, 3, 2. Oh, sorry, not 2. 1 and minus 1, which means it's going down by 2 every time. Why is it not a linear sequence? Difference is not the same. Difference is not the same. Okay, we have to graph this. Hooray! So, we can see we have a graph like this. When we draw this here, we get the following graph. And we see the maximum height is 25 and the other two heights are 24 each. Okay, that's no big deal. Alright, let's go back to see what they want from us. By finding the difference of the differences, confirm that the graph is quadratic. Yep, difference between differences is minus 2. Graph is quadratic. Can you tell if the rocket has reached its maximum height? If so, what is the maximum height? Can we tell the rocket has reached its maximum height? We can, because it's 24 on either side. So you say maximum is 525. This is the maximum because either side of it is 424 and 624. This means that this graph is symmetrical and that 525 is the middle. Symmetrical means if I was to cut this down the middle, like a face, wouldn't it be perfectly balanced, wouldn't it? That's what symmetrical means, okay? So something like that. Alright, you guys, for homework tonight, you guys are going to have 3, 5, 7, 9, 11
Okay.
on exercise 22.7. What page is exercise 22.7?